Hello, YouTube. My name is Bazookas. Today's video is going to be on Asmongold banning thousands of people in the last few days since Elden Ring released. Essentially, they're going to his chat saying that maybe Souls games are not for him. Maybe he's not good enough and skilled enough to do it. And he's instantly banning these people, saying that he doesn't mind that there's an echo chamber, even though he's the one that always promotes First Amendment rights. And he's the one that does reactionary comments to everybody on the internet and makes fun of them and criticizes them. And then yet when he gets criticized, he just blocks them and wants to create this echo chamber. So let me just give you it into his own words so that you don't think I'm making this up.
Look at these girls. Don't ever stop coping. Man, I don't know why people do it, man. I don't understand. Why can't people accept other opinions or perspectives? I think it's because people's ego gets caught up in these games. And I think people also, like, for example, anytime that I'm struggling with a game, there's always a lot of, like, hate watchers that it attracts. And whenever it does do that, it brings in a lot of those people. And so that, because, like, obviously there's people that don't like me, and I usually don't like playing games like this for that reason, right? I hate that shit, right? But, I think that's the reason why, is that people have their egos caught up in these games, and it's more important for them that the games act as gatekeepers rather than the games be fun.
Right. So he's talking about gatekeeping and fun. Do you understand that 99% of video games that are currently on the market are not as difficult as Dark Souls, or is not as difficult as Bloodborne or Sekiro? It is the rare exception to have a game that is well designed, well tested, well challenged, well balanced, like something like Elden Ring or the Elden Ring DLC, which does provide an additional difficulty towards the base game, which is what people should expect, especially those that are familiar with the Soul series. And yet every fucking time, these journalists, these content creators who just really want to just do content for the views, which I've already showed a video that Asmongold loves to do these games because it gets him record amount of views, 10 times the amount that he normally gets, 2 times the amount that he normally gets. It's an excessive amount of people that he can get to basically gravitate to his channel that he never has before. And let me just go to this other point that he made here, just to kind of show you and highlight exactly what I'm saying about the banning.
Yeah, I get probably more mad than anybody else. How are you not insanely annoyed with the chat? Anybody who does, like, I just ban them, right? It's very simple. I've had to deal with this a lot in the past few days. And, like, every, like, maybe 6 months or so, like, I'll play a game or do something that will go through, like, a culling of probably, like, 2,000 or 3,000 people that I just instantly ban all of them and move on.
This is an echo chamber. This is exactly the opposite of a democracy. It's a dictatorship. If you go to Asmongold's channel and you hear all the praise and all the accolades, it's because he's banned everybody else that's ever criticized him, that's ever talked back, you know, ever said anything just to try to, like, provide constructive criticism or try to, like, you know, improve his ability to play video games, or at the very least to say, you know what, maybe you shouldn't play Souls games. And yet these content creators can't hear that, because guess what? They're only here for money. Okay? They're not here for you. They're not here for your friends, your family, for me. They're there for themselves, to collect whatever money the investor's going to give them for getting 40,000 views on a day, for all the sponsors that they get in return, for the record amount of viewership that they get and subscribers that they get, or followers that they get, or, you know, tweets or whatever else they're going to get that monetizes themselves nowadays. They're not here for what video games are about, which is the skill, which is the accomplishment, which is the challenge. They just want fun experiences. And yet when games like this come around, they want to take advantage of them because they know that people gravitate towards these, because these are the unicorns of the industry. They do not exist anymore. And if we have people like Asmongold, they won't exist, because they want just fun experiences and without challenge. That's my rant for today. I'll be having more videos later on, but this one is basically Asmongold banning thousands of people from his chat. There you go.